I'm sitting by myself. I'm sitting by myself. Looking at my scrambled motherfucking notes. Jesus Christ, what? Oh. You sound like you want to fucking take a bite. Oh, the fucking candy. Chocolate and cheese. Fondue?
Yeah. Hello, my McFlurries. Welcome to another Banter Bro episode.
Ooh, sounded spooky.
I mean, it kind of worked. Yes. Tonight, I am your Big Mac of this evening.
I'm your snack wrap.
That seems very appropriate.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said it with confidence.
You're tired. You're tiny.
There's not a lot to me.
No. You're very unfulfilling. Enough said. So tonight we are going to be talking about the fairly recent, I don't remember when it came out, a couple weeks ago for sure, 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe even a month ago.
Oh, in theaters?
I don't know, whenever it came out.
2 months ago at least. It hit HBO streaming service pretty shortly after the theaters.
Okay, so it actually went to theaters.
I don't think it did very well.
Okay, well, we're going to be talking about Nightmare Alley, which is a Guillermo del Toro's latest film. And he directed and wrote, I'm sure. I haven't looked too much into it, but actually, I don't know where I put my phone. So apparently I was unprepared for. Oh, it's all the way over there. All the way. How about you read it off this time? Or do you want me to still? I'll go get my phone.
I can do stuff.
Can you though?
As
Look at that. It's like nothing ever happened.
boom.
Yep.
Fuck,
Here
I
we
got
are.
Facebook ratings now. Fuck you.
All right, I got it. So,
All right, I don't.
Nightmare Alley is 2021. It's rated R, 230 minutes. Now, by the way, that is one thing that was kind of obnoxious. Is it was a long film.
Long fucking film,
Yeah.
and the pacing was slow.
It was a slow burn. It's called a crime drama thriller. An ambitious carny with a talent for manipulating people with a few well-chosen words hooks up with a female psychiatrist who is even more, keyword, dangerous than he is. Do you agree with that?
I did write down therapist versus mentalist in my notes.
Yeah?
Because
Basically what it is.
that's what it was. One thought they were smarter than the other,
Yeah.
and they were
Yep.
playing these head
They were
games.
playing, yeah.
So,
The
and the therapist did win.
yeah. The one thing about this film is it had a decent cast.
Yeah, it did.
It had some good actors.
Willem Dafoe.
And nobody in this film did poorly.
No.
By any means.
Absolutely
So,
not.
But it was Bradley Cooper, Cate Blanchett, Toni Collette, Willem Dafoe.
Who's Toni? Is that the lady, the love interest, Mary?
Which one?
Toni Collette.
She was Pete's wife or whatever.
Okay,
Or
gotcha.
girlfriend or
Yep,
whatever.
the lady with the bass.
Yeah,
Yep.
with the bath, yep. Richard Jenkins. Rooney Mara, which I recognized her, but I couldn't place her in anything until I looked her up. And I was like, okay, I've seen her in some stuff.
Which character was she?
She was the love interest. She's the one that
I've never seen her before, and I fucking fell in love with this lady. I fucking think she's adorable.
Yeah, I've seen her in only a couple things.
And I believed all her acting in this movie.
Yeah. Ron Perlman, which is probably the one that was like, I was super excited for other than Willem Dafoe. So those two are the big hitters. Bradley Cooper is definitely a big hitter now, but like Ron Perlman and Willem Dafoe have been doing it a lot longer.
And Perlman's in all this guy's movies, right?
This is the 9th
like
film that he
friends?
is featured with or been working with Guillermo del Toro. Yep. Ever since Kronos, which was like his second film after The Devil's Backbone. So those are films that he did back when he was in Mexico, like his college film kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So you also had Mary Steenburgen. So you have two people who were in Step Brothers.
Oh, I know.
Husband and wife in Step Brothers.
It took me out of it for a second, but
we're in this film.
Yeah.
And then David Strathairn, I think I'm saying that right. He played the mentalist Pete.
Oh, he's the one love that character. Yep. Love that guy.
He's the one that shows.
Yep. The teaches Bradley Cooper the tricks.
You also have Jim Beaver, who is famous for playing Bobby Singer in Supernatural.
Okay.
Yep. You have Tim Blake Nelson, who's only in it at the very last end.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know. I was a little disappointed in that. I'm like, I like that guy. I wish he was in it more, but we finally got him, and it was like, meh. So, right away, what are your thoughts on this? Did you like it?
In a small yes, but it's a small yes, because it just, you know my thoughts, but I'll talk to the listeners here. I want it fucking felt like it was gonna lead up to something more.
Yeah,
it just felt like it had more important shit to say or something. I don't know. It just had this element of building up to something, and it just anticlimactic. It looked great. The dialogue was better than decent. It was spot on for the time.
Yeah, the period piece. It was a period piece. It took place in what, the 1940s?
1945. It was World War II again.
Yeah, they did an excellent job at the time period for sure.
Fuck yeah.
It was on point.
And it looked so good for being dark all the time.
Yeah.
There was barely any light or sunlight in that movie.
Yeah, that is true.
Even when during the days, it was very early morning, dusk or dank clouds.
Cloudy. Yeah. It's very dreary.
It's that moment you would like to make coffee outside type of thing, I'm pretty sure.
No, the dark, cloudy moments are the days that I want to sit there and write.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Or read a book.
Yeah.
Like I definitely love my stormy, dreary nights, but I like a brisk good morning.
There it is.
To make some coffee. Like I want the coffee to make me feel like, yes, this is the warmth of the gods.
And is that how you felt when you watched this movie?
No, not at all.
Right?
Not at all.
How'd you feel about it?
I liked it. I really did.
Yeah.
Like it's not a bad film. It wasn't poorly done or anything. The acting was superb. Like everybody did a great job. The story was good. It was a good story. But I have to 100% agree with you. I'm a huge Del Toro fan.
Yeah.
Huge Del Toro. I love all of his stuff. I've seen all of his stuff. I have this trilogy of some of it has two of his first films, and then there's
a bunch of books up there. Yeah.
Yeah, like I love this guy, and
so
I
want to love it more, and I'm curious if do we need to take the time to dive into the motherfucking meaning of manipulation in this movie, or because I need to get something out of it, and I'm hoping that's what our conversation will lead to.
Here's the thing that I have to say about the movie is I liked it for the visuals. Cinematography was great. The time period, like you said, the story was good. The actors were great. The dark tones were fantastic. It was trying to have this noir feel to it. It really was, and it didn't do a bad job, but it didn't hit it on this noir.
Can you have a noir film with no detectives? I don't think so.
Well, you can.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
You can. But the issue is it had this tone to it this powerful draw
Yeah.
that they were bringing into a supernatural thing.
Yeah,
like it
especially in
was
the beginning,
mystical arts, the manipulation, the mentalism and stuff like that,
The
being
tarot
spooks.
cards.
And they kept calling it spook show
Yep.
and things like that. They kept drawing it as if the way the camera was, the way that the scenery was, they kept bringing this supernatural essence to the film. And they kept drawing that, like guiding it into a direction of you expect some ghost of something or some supernatural force to come out.
Yeah. And then they tried to do that.
Well, but then
It failed.
It failed. Like then they
In the movie and
yeah, in both ways. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, and I think that was the problem, was like this really didn't go anywhere. This really was a very anticlimactic film. It definitely was an art film.
Yeah.
And it had a point, but the point was pretty just irrelevant. It was about human nature.
manipulation.
Yeah.
Manipulation of entertainment as well.
Yeah, like
Even
how
people in human condition or whatever.
like how almost gullible people can be.
Yeah.
Like I think you use that term gullible, and as much as I don't necessarily think it's the right word, it's the word that best fits
Well,
the situation. I think
They just
They just don't
say in
know
the
any
movie? They
better.
need to be heard, or they want to be heard, or they
Yeah.
want to be noticed, or something
yeah,
like that.
like they
just,
don't know any better, and
So they're
and-
easily tricked.
Yes, exactly, and that's where that gullibility does fit. I don't know. I didn't care as well about
Yeah.
anything that was going on.
So
Like I didn't even care about the characters. They didn't really give me any reason.
I only
care.
cared about
Pete?
the love interest. Oh, Pete. I fell in love with him right away. I was actually sad when he passed away.
Yeah.
And I knew that motherfucker. I don't know if he spiked the liquor or he just knew one more bottle was going to do it. But I feel like he killed him on purpose. It pisses me off.
Maybe.
There was some kind of weird undertones there
Well,
that you get no proof of what happened. So once again, it's up to me as the audience viewer to fucking fill in the gaps.
and I think that's the other thing that was very misleading into this world that we were trying to dive into, is the main character, Bradley Cooper,
Yeah.
play like instantly. You don't know what the fuck's why he's doing what he's. You don't know anything
He
about
doesn't
him.
talk for the first 20
No,
minutes.
not at all. Like he comes off as this mystery man off the street,
He's just a good looker.
and it was like an lure, basically. Like that's what's drawing your attention, is who is this guy? What's he about? What's he doing? Because they don't give you anything.
Mm-hmm.
They never give you anything. You don't know what he's doing, what he's about, or any of that nature. You don't find out until the very end of what happened in the beginning of the film.
And by then, you don't care.
You don't care. That was the worst thing about it, is we show what happened and go, I don't
All
care.
right, yeah.
Why should I care?
I stopped even thinking about that scene
Yeah.
like an hour ago.
Like, you already instantly aren't supposed to like this guy.
yeah.
They give you absolutely no reason to like this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And right away, just right away. And you don't like him throughout the entire fucking film,
Yep.
until the moment that he gets what he deserves and he accepts it. And even then, I fucking hate the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the guy because he accepted his fate.
With that stupid laugh.
Yeah, like it's just like I wish somebody would have shot him. I really did. And I think that's where like that full circle of like, oh, because there's this thing called the geek. And it's like this, I don't even know what to call it. It's like this pathetic man.
Peon? What are we talking about? The movie?
Yeah.
The Man in the Cage?
Yeah.
They call him the geek? The Willem Dafoe conversation
Yeah.
at the diner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know. It's just like this
It's just
pathetic loser who has nothing
Down on his luck,
Yeah.
nothing left in life, easily manipulated, and this is how you do it.
controlled.
This
Yeah.
is how you do it.
And like a broken dog,
Yeah.
basically. And a lot like in Game of Thrones, we talked about that, but the Game of Thrones guy that gets like his dick cut off and shit like that. It's like that.
Yeah.
That's basically, he turned into that geek.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, he became the guy in the cage.
yeah,
Eating fucking
And-
chicken necks.
and yeah, I don't know. It's just like
Yeah, it's
that
just-
was probably the most entertaining
So
thing
what's
about
the
it.
message there? Is it The manipulation of entertainment. You get your 15 minutes of fame, and then you're just your shit show again. You rise, you fall.
I think I don't know what the message is. There's a lot of conflicting scenarios.
If you're
in this,
always
you know?
a piece of shit, you can only pretend not to be a piece of shit for so long, but then eventually karma and all this shit will catch up
it's
to you.
basically he gets what he deserves. Is all I
Yes.
got. Well, we already know that.
Yeah.
Like we knew that from the get go, and that's what I'm getting at. Like that's where like I had a hard time with this film.
It's
Like
just once again, like it just adds up to nothing.
yeah, like everything was very. I wish there was a little bit more held back or something,
Mm-hmm.
because then it would give me a more of like a, oh, why, what was that about? You know, kind of thing. Instead, everything was laid out.
Even when they tried to make it like, oh, the therapist was like, you only care about the money.
Yeah,
I was like, since when did he fucking care about the money? Like
Yeah.
that was never. It was never written or
no,
talked about.
he even
or,
tried to give the money to her.
Yeah,
So how is it about the money if he was willing to give her half of the money?
just two crazy people wasting my time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Like
I just feel so bad for the love interest, Mary or Maggie, whatever she is. She just got roped into this shit. She got out of there, but she ended up doing some dumbass shit.
Yep.
Oh my God. That was such a fucking leap. Like, why would they go
felt-
that far? For money? What? Since when? No, he wants to fuck with people.
yeah,
And he,
it's control. It's
like
power.
Pete said,
It's power.
you take the spook show too far and you lose sense of yourself.
Yeah, and that's what it was. Is he wanted power? It was a control thing.
Yeah.
He wanted to control everything around him.
Oh, that's why he was like, a doctor, huh? I
Yeah.
will accept this because I can fuck with these high-powered people. Yeah.
It's
And
him.
get one up on them.
Exactly. It's him showing superiority.
Yeah, okay.
Him going, I'm better than you.
Well, once again, I don't like that.
No,
It's
but
not-
it's just, and I
I
was
hate
just
that
it. Like
shit.
everything about this just didn't sit right, and it wasn't the film itself. It was
no,
just the story. I mean, it was just how I don't know. It was just
just what it
just
amounted
didn't.
to.
yeah. That basically what we're saying is the payout wasn't as good as
One would want.
we would want or even hoped, and
Yeah.
it led it in that direction that it was going somewhere when it didn't.
Mhm.
Yep. And like I said, I'm a huge fan of Guillermo del Toro, and I was quite disappointed with this film.
Yeah.
And I'm a guy who likes my artistic films too.
Mhm.
I saw through this. I saw everything that was intentional. I saw what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Just I have a hard time accepting that this was it.
And that's the problem. Once you see through the facade, it's just kind of like, oh shit, this is pretty fucking lame.
Yeah, it was super lame.
It's just I see the games you're playing and no.
Yeah. Yep.
So I finished it to finish it, and the finishing was just like, oh my God, really?
Yeah.
I called it way before the laugh, and I don't know.
As-
When I saw the radio, I was like, I have full circle time.
Yep. As soon as it was, it was like a relief that it was over too. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, good, it's done. There's no more.
Mm.
Yeah. No, that's saying it without hating this movie. I
Yeah.
didn't hate it. It just,
No,
it was like,
I don't think I'll watch it again.
yeah, same here. I don't know. It'll be a long time because I don't know. I just don't want to watch it again.
Mhm.
This is a film I probably won't ever need to watch again. It's stuck with me now.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite part? Was there a scene or anything that you like really enjoyed though?
Mm.
I think I had a couple.
I liked when she was in the phone booth calling the carnies from her past,
Mhm.
Mary or Maggie, I can't remember her name. But she's like crying with this tone of voice, like everything's fine, everything's good. And you can tell Ron Perlman knows what's up. But
Yeah.
they just kind of like finish the conversation in this, and that's why they show up
Yep.
in the near future. But I believed her struggle,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I think that lady is beautiful and fucking. I don't know. I love the love interest
Yeah.
in this film, and I like the red. She was wearing red in that. I like red in a noir type of color scheme.
It stands out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she was.
'Cause most of the time it's darker tones and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So when that red comes out, it comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's usually intentional. Like
Yeah.
that's probably the greatest thing about Schindler's
Yeah,
List
the red shoes.
was that. Yep, was the red shoes, and I
Yeah.
mean it was done intentionally,
Mhm.
but that's what made that so fucking impactful.
Mm-hmm.
Is because the color is the only time you ever get color in a goddamn film, and
Yeah.
it's right there. That was intense too. Oh, we're not talking about that.
How about you? You got a favorite scene, sequence?
I liked almost all of the stuff that Willem Dafoe was in.
He is a natural. I want to see him in more circus stuff. He looks
Yeah.
like a fucking carny.
He was
same with the other little guy that runs the fun house.
yeah, I like that little guy too. But Willem Dafoe was what I felt to be the most natural and genuine
Yeah.
character. There was no facade. He
Mhm.
wasn't putting on an act.
Right.
And that's
Yeah, that was his life.
yeah, and like he said what he was doing. Like this is who he is. This is what he was. Like his trinkets, his collections and all and stuff like that. That's what he wanted. Like he enjoyed that. Like so he wasn't
Mhm.
putting on a facade or anything. Even the geek, you could see he got the pleasure of taking that control.
Yeah.
And he even straight out said, "Just don't fuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't fuck with me. Like we're all good. Just don't fuck with me."
Now let's get some food.
Yeah, and
he
so
said it
like
like 2 or 3 times.
I liked that. I think that
Yeah, even when he was like, "Here's 75 cents for your work because I saw you, I clocked you."
Yep.
I was just like, "Yeah, fuck yeah."
Yep. You can see that there's no fucks. He's not fucking around, but he's
Mhm.
also like he has power. Like
Yeah, he's in control of
authoritative.
his life.
Yeah.
Very much
Yep.
so. He
He
runs
has
that
that-
fucking place.
he has that demeanor about him that goes, "Don't fuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I do," like kind of thing.
But yeah, it's very in control.
Yep. And he doesn't lose his shit either.
That's what yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Yeah. I mean that's like
Because he could have chased Bradley Cooper for a quarter. He found another way to do it.
Yeah.
Offered him a job and got his money back.
yeah, it's I don't know. I definitely liked it. He
He sees through people.
yeah, he just didn't have excuse me, oh man. He just didn't have the bullshit behind him, and I think
Yeah.
that's this entire movie felt like a bunch of bullshit. So like I think that's what I liked about it the most.
Right.
I also like that weird baby.
Yeah, what was up with that?
I don't know. It's just a freak show
Yeah,
attraction
I suppose
thing.
it's just yeah.
But I did like that.
Why? It was unsettling to me.
That's why I liked it. It was
Oh.
creepy. Yeah, it was creepy. I half expected the fucking eye to move or something.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I did like the fun house looked really cool. The brief stint in the beginning.
yeah.
With the
Yep.
eyeball through the tunnel and
Yep.
I don't know. Everything looked great in this movie for sure.
Other than that, I don't think there's much else. The carnival stuff was probably the most interesting about the entire film. When he started getting into mentalism and started to become like
Yeah.
wealthy or whatever, and
It was all downhill from there.
yeah,
To watch the competition between therapists and mentalists trying to
Didn't care.
one up each other.
yeah, I did not care.
I didn't care at all why he didn't drink and
Yeah.
why when he started to drink, and it was all so predictable.
That was the other
Father
thing.
issues. It
Yep.
was like God. There was a heavy foreshadowing in this movie.
Absolutely,
So fucking on the nose
yeah,
foreshadowing.
absolutely. Yeah, they weren't hiding that though. It was
No,
like right there. It's like,
they-
hey, look what we're gonna do later. We're just gonna tell you now. This is what we're gonna do later.
Oh, just so
You just don't know when, but it's gonna be there,
It's gonna take a long
right
time.
there.
Yeah.
You know, after that 2-hour mark, give another 10 minutes, and it'll be right there. But we told you this, so
Yeah, Willem Dafoe told you the ending over lunch.
yep, yep, and that's exactly it.
Fuck.
I will say I did like that bum circle
Yeah.
jerk
Yeah.
scene.
At the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where he gives up his dad watch
Yep.
for a liquor.
Yep.
And I didn't believe why go your whole life not drinking and making it a big proud moment or whatever. And then
Control.
just what?
It's control.
That's the only thing he can control now is him being drunk.
No, he has no control, so he can't control. He took pride in the fact that he tamed his urges.
Yeah.
That he didn't get into the addictive personality thing. He didn't give into his desires and his lust. But overall, he had lust for control and power. So it was kind of this,
It's just
it was a bit of
guess
an
I get
irony
it.
thing that
yeah.
his
I guess they did it for the story, but
yeah, like his control is what he desired and then lost.
Yeah, but he just gave up so fucking quickly. Just became a fucking guy in the cage alcoholic. Like, he's supposed to be smarter than that.
Yeah. I will admit that
Maybe there was more years or months. Than
and that's what I was about to say.
Okay.
I don't really know how long.
Right.
They didn't really give a good enough time of how long it was.
After he got on the train.
Yeah, and I think what it was is that he realized it's kind of like that. You get to the top, you know, and you fall down, kind of thing. You know, the bigger you are, the harder they fall.
Yeah.
He fell hard, and he fell hard because he lost. He essentially lost the battle of wits between the mentalist and his therapist. He lost, did. And that's why
that was a sad moment for him.
So
but
yeah,
it
and
made me smile.
That's what it is. I think because of that, he realized, oh yeah, I didn't have control. She was better than me, so I'm nothing now. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
It's either one way or the other. Like it's not like in between. It's not this nice balance. It's teeter totter. Like it's over here or it's over here. He was on the bottom to start with. He got on top, went back to the bottom. Like there's no real fluctuation.
No, in the middle was probably when he killed his dad.
It's when he was learning his mentalism.
Yeah.
It's when he was working at the carny.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
But even then,
got on
his whole purpose was control. He was learning to control and manipulate. So.
He got a taste for it and then got out of hand and then I don't know.
So I think that's really all it was. Like we talked about right away. It's about human nature. We got that. Definitely got it. It's about human nature on both ends. The power of control, of being superior and having an ego. Because for him, it was an ego thing without trying to display in a I don't know, like
he wasn't voicing his ego.
Yeah. That's really what it was. Like he was trying to show.
Yeah,
he was trying to show his cock is bigger than everybody else's.
But he said something to that lady with the bath in the hotel room. She was like, "Oh, you're doing good for yourself," and he was like, "Same, something different threads." So he was just like same shit show, but different. Have a little bit more money now.
Same
so
show, different.
But basically, he was playing it off like
I know what you're saying.
No big deal.
Yeah,
you know, and he's hiding his ego.
Yeah.
When really you want to be goddamn right, I am.
He's hiding his ego to the people who can see right through him.
Yeah.
And that's what it was.
There it is.
Because she saw right through it.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm not saying this. Like, this is the cards. And he does this. I don't believe in that shit anyway. You know what I mean? Like, it was, he believes in taking control of his fate, not letting fate control, him.
Right.
So he chooses his destined path, which is what he's been trying to do. This whole father thing right in the middle, like when he kills his father, that's what he says. I've always hated you. Like that was him taking control. He killed his father.
Yeah.
Not letting his father die. He killed his father. He took that control. He let his fate, his destiny play out.
Well, I guess I'm fine. This movie makes me feel great. I don't have control issues.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want things done my way a lot.
Yeah. But
I also know when to walk
turn it
away.
On, turn it on and off.
Yep. You go, well, fuck it. It's not that big of a deal.
Right.
So, yeah.
Picking the battles carefully.
Now, we have a lot of negativity to say about this, but in reality, once again, we did like it.
Yeah.
It wasn't a terrible film by any means. It was just...
It just had these elements that gave you expectations of so much more.
Yeah. So, not to say that, this is...
You want to rate it?
I don't even know how to rate this.
I know.
I really don't. I've been thinking about that since I watched it.
And I don't want to give it a number. Maybe I'll like it in the future, but I don't know.
It's not 5 stars. It's not 1 star. Like,
right.
It's not necessarily 3 stars and it's not a 4 star. Like, I don't know.
It's definitely worth a one-time watch.
Yeah.
For anybody listening, fucking recommended. Gotta get it done.
Yeah. And I know there are people out there who will love it, and that's good. But like, it deserves some attention for sure. But like, it's one of those where I wasn't satisfied with it. As simple as that. I was disappointed, and I didn't leave.
It's like it was playing It's like the movie was treating me like I was gullible. Like I was supposed to fucking think all this shit mattered more than it really does.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the punchline of the film.
Maybe
Guillermo del Toro's like, yeah,
if
I'm
he
gonna
wins
make a
an-
film
if
about
he,
this.
If he wins an award for this, I bet she's just fucking laughing at people like, fooled
you fell for it. Yeah, maybe.
I like that. But you know, that's how
I
it
almost
is.
hope that's the case, because
Yeah,
then I'll be like, touche, motherfucker.
Motherfucking
Touche.
masterpiece.
Yep. Here's your crown.
Hell yeah.
Not worthy. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Was there was there any scenes that you like couldn't stand? I had at least one that
I hated that fucking fake blood, fake ghosts.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that shit was fucking awful.
Yeah.
And I hated I didn't need to see her jerking him off in the beginning in the bath. Like I didn't need this. It wasn't that big of a deal, but it was like, hey, you could have cut this out. I could have got that later on with Pete and the tarot cards in the book. I could have put that all together.
Well, yeah. What was the intention? What was the purpose of that scene?
Just to get him with his shirt off.
Yeah, I didn't, you know. I will say one thing that I like about Bradley Cooper is he is not your typical Hollywood stud.
Oh, like shredded?
Yeah. He doesn't work out. Like, I think he did for a little bit when he was doing the A-Team or something. Oh, yeah, and he gained some pounds when he did Sniper. I never saw that, though. But,
oh, really? It's pretty good.
Yeah, I heard fantastic things. I just hadn't seen it. But, like, he's not one of those guys who feels the need to be a pretty boy.
No.
Like, I respect Bradley Cooper a lot as an actor.
He's been on a few podcasts advertising for this movie, and he doesn't get why people think he was a failed actor, all this shit until The Hangover. And then all of a sudden he's the pretty boy of Hollywood. Yeah. How does that make sense? He says, you know, like, and I just love that mind state he's in.
Yeah.
Like it never went to his head. He's like, you people are ridiculous. I've looked the same, probably, if not better, back before Hangover. And just because you liked one movie.
Yeah. I agree. It's that
yeah.
He's very humbling.
Yeah.
And he seems very genuine about it. It doesn't seem like he
really does
trying to pretend to be. He seems very genuine.
Mm-hmm.
I really love when he was in Limitless. Like that was part of the film. I go, man, I like this. I like this a lot. But yeah, I mean, he was in like Failure to Launch. He was in Yes Man. He was in all these other little things as these little characters, these like friend characters and stuff. And yeah, I have to agree. I think it wasn't until I seen him in things before this.
Mm-hmm.
The Hangover was okay. Like I liked the movies, but like.
No,
he was nothing special.
And
then he like seemed to blow up. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the movie, yeah.
But he's still doing shit. He still does things that aren't big hits. Like
the Playbook, Silver
Lining Playbook. He was in Midnight Meat Train. I mean, he's in things, even Limitless wasn't a big hit.
Right.
Like, he's in movies that this is another one. He's in movies that aren't like supposed to be these big blockbuster hits.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the A-Team was supposed to be a big blockbuster hit. It was a fucking flop.
I don't think I ever seen it.
Oh, it was terrible. Bradley Cooper's the only reason. I think he was the only salvation about that movie. Even Liam Neeson was like,
yeah, their costumes and makeup look ridiculous.
It was terrible CGI too. Terrible.
Yeah,
it was a horrible film. But that's not the point. We're not talking about that. It's just Bradley Cooper. I like him and I give him his props. And in this movie, like I say, he did not disappoint. He definitely made me not like him.
Yeah.
From just the get-go. Just his fucking smug face and everything. His shadiness, his way he's walking around. Like, he owns the place kind of thing. You know, it's like...
Yeah, after he has that victory with the sheriff, it just all goes to his head.
That was Jim Beaver.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy's in Deadwood.
Yes.
I fucking love that show. Yeah. And that guy. Yeah, I don't know. Not much else to say about this film.
No.
Huh?
Nope. I think we've said all that we really need to say.
Did you answer the questions you asked me? Did you have any shitty scenes?
Yeah, you mentioned the ghosts.
Yeah.
I didn't. I hated that scene.
That was so stupid.
Part I liked about it was the tone.
Yeah.
The outside, the snowy winter, the blood.
That was cool.
The tone, the feel.
The field.
That was about it.
Yeah.
But
it looked great.
I honestly, I like Cate Blanchett. I really do.
Yeah.
I hated every moment she was on screen.
Mm-hmm.
I hated every moment.
I didn't like when he started kissing the scar. I understood the point, like, oh, I love you and all your flaws. But once again, I didn't need that moment.
Yeah. I just literally
Don't cheat on that lady, you motherfucker.
Yeah, I literally just did not like Cate Blanchett's character. Now, once again, she did a superb job.
Yeah.
It wasn't her. It wasn't her acting.
She was asked to act unlikable.
Yeah,
And she did a great job at it.
Great job. But I literally
that pompous fucking undertone.
Yeah, every time she was on screen, I just cringed. I was just like, just get off the fucking screen.
Just shut the fuck
because
up.
you couldn't trust her. You didn't feel like you could trust her. Nothing that she said seemed to be like, oh, that's legit. Or, you know what
right
I mean?
from the get-go, right
Yeah.
when you meet the character, she's like trying to fuck with his act, interrupted, call him out in front of like, that's just some asshole shit.
Yeah. I just wish we had more Carney stuff, to be honest, because that was probably the best part about this film, in my opinion.
More Willem Dafoe.
Yes, absolutely. And Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman, yeah, the strong man. That was cool.
Yep. I just like, he's just goes up and fucking starts punching him in the face. And
yeah, I did like his line, I got 5 pounds left in this whatever fucking hand. You can get all 5 you fuck around.
Yeah,
I don't know. That guy is just like, yeah, I stick up. I watch out for this lady, and her father passed away, and he would not like you at all.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. That's what's up.
Yep.
Well,
we're gonna end this on a somber note.
Yes. I don't have anything else to say about this. Nightmare Alley. Watch it on HBO Max right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely agree with you, Jason. It's one of those, like, I'm glad I watched it. I am.
Yeah.
And I was looking forward to watching it, but the previews did not do the justice either. Like, the previews made this movie look so much better than it was.
Yes.
It made it look intense. This film was not intense.
No.
It was very boring, very drawn out.
Yeah.
It had some good parts, but yeah. Overall, I was just a little disappointed.
Yeah, me too.
Now, will I buy it or own it? I mean, kind of, maybe, kind of thing, like collection.
For like $5.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Just to fill my collection.
Just to put it on the shelf.
Yeah, kind of thing. But
yeah,
I'm
that's
glad
part of that guy's catalog now, and he's one of your guys, so.
Oh, yeah, I love this guy.
It's not a fucking throw in the trash type of movie.
No. I've loved Guillermo del Toro since I first saw Hellboy, to be honest. Yep. I think Hellboy is probably no, it's not the first film I watched. He did Mimic.
Okay.
And I did like Mimic.
Yeah,
and then he did Blade 2. I thought Blade 2 was good. Especially because I like I like Luke Goss.
Yep.
And he played the main vampire guy, and he was also in Hellboy. He played the prince in Hellboy 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I really loved the Hellboy movies. Those are what probably finalized it for me. Was the Hellboy movies.
Yeah.
I just fucking love those movies. I love them.
Me too. I never knew that he was the guy.
Yeah, I love them. And Ron Perlman playing Hellboy is great.
Yeah.
On point. And so like Pan's Labyrinth, though, to me, that's his masterpiece.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's so dark. It's a fairy tale story. But
Mm-hmm.
it is, oh my God. It's beautiful. And the music, too.
When was that made?
2007?
Okay.
Maybe? Yeah. And then after that, he did, I don't remember what he did. He did like Pacific Rim. He did,
I like that.
Yeah, he's done a couple others. And his Shape of Water was super good, too.
I still haven't seen that.
Yeah, it was super good. Yep. I really like that one, too. Yes, I love Guillermo del Toro. This is definitely the...
Hey, you can't win them all.
No. I'm just so disappointed. This is so excited that he's coming out with a new film.
Yeah.
We did just recently watch, might as well bring it up. I don't know if we'll talk about it, but he did also do Antlers, the movie that just came out, Antlers. He was an executive producer, co-writer of that film. And
yeah, once again, I like the first half of that movie.
Yeah. I mean, I like that one better than this one, I think.
It had a little bit better ending, Antlers.
Yeah. But he's got a dark mind. That's why I love it.
Yeah.
And he's also, he's a creature guy, too. He loves his monsters.
Well, then, yeah, he fucking nailed it on all the monster stuff in Antlers, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
It looks so cool. And once again, he does great. A lot of movies are so dark, and I can't see what the fuck's going on, but Antlers was a lot of dark shit with so much detail.
Yeah.
It like just shines through the darkness for somehow. Whatever he does, he understands how to see in the dark. I swear to God.
Yeah, he really knows how to manipulate the lighting. Well, that's a cinematographer. That's not
Yeah.
really him, but that's a cinematographer.
You think?
Yeah, because they're the
Yeah.
ones that do lighting. And
But
stuff
don't
like, that.
like directors choose them people and like
So what-
interview them and
Yeah, so
and-
yeah, what it is that a lot of directors, when they have a
they
script
have a
or
vision,
whatever,
right?
yep, they have a vision,
that
and then
these
they
people
go,
need to capture.
yep, and they go to certain cinematographers,
Mhm.
and then they sit down and go, okay, I've seen your work. This is what
Yeah.
this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking, and then they go about it.
Right.
And but it's cinematographers.
Well, he chooses the right people for the seeing the dark stuff.
Yeah, cinematographer is the one that makes it look good.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
have set designers, you have cinematographers, and they
Yeah.
work really closely together. So, but obviously, yeah, the director has his say because it's his vision.
Yeah.
Basically, somebody writes the script if the director didn't write the script,
Yep.
and then that director will read the script, going, "Okay, I have this idea,"
Right.
and then he basically is the one who creates the storyboard of it, like
Mhm.
how he wants things to look.
Mm-hmm.
It's movie making is fascinating, complex, and definitely not something I think I could do. Because it's a lot of like detail oriented things, and it's just like I don't know. As much as I would love to,
Fucking time consuming.
yeah, you have to like give it your all. You have to be very passionate about making movies to make movies. Like,
Yeah.
and I would love to think that, but I think I'd be a better writer and just let somebody else do the work.
Mm-hmm.
Because fuck. But all right,
All right.
that is Nightmare Alley by Guillermo del Toro. Came out 2021.
Check it
So,
out
Check it out
at least once.
at least once. Put it in your repertoire, and then you can forget about it. Move on with your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do right now.
Now. Hurt feelings make me laugh.
Hey, if you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to check us out. Jason, where can we be heard?
I don't know, Tim. Where can we be
Well,
heard?
let me tell you where we can be heard. You can find us on all the other platforms that you find podcasts, like iTunes and Amazon Music.
All them places you find all your favorite and popular podcasts.
Yes, Spotify.
That's where I listen to podcasts, and nowadays you can rate your podcast on there. Go ahead and give us 5 stars on Spotify or any other platform you listen to your favorite podcast on.
And Spotify.
If you want to watch us, you can find us on YouTube. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Give it a share. You got to comment. All the algorithm stuff. It helps.
And if you want to comment on how bad and terrible we are doing or how ugly we look, just send us an email at bnbbanterbros@gmail.com.
And that's A-N-D, you said, between the B's?
A-N-D in between the B. You could also check us out on the multiple social platforms that consume everybody's life, like the YouTube, the Twitch, the Twitter, the TikTokity, and the Instagrammy, including Facebook. So please come check us out. We'll catch you next time.